2:34 in fact. Chris Ashwin gets us underway. Al Welland got there first, but he was unable to hold on to the ball, knocked it on, so they were scrummage in the first couple of minutes. Chance for the front rows to see who's going to get on top today. I have to say, in the first game at Petherton were probably the better scrummaging side, although St Austell won the game in the end. Front row of Dan Morgan, Sam Williams and Sam Villis, you can see there. Against for Saints, Brandon Hack, Miles Davey and Charlie Nicholson. Adam Cunningham put in. Scrum goes nowhere. Don Griffin brings his centre back, but he's well tackled by Zach Morley, who makes a second tackle. Yeah, got nothing at all from the referee, I'm afraid. Oops. Oh, he's come out for it.
Chrissy! Chris!
Back in.
Thank you!
Yeah, he's there. You've got him. Oh, I can't. Oh, quick. First touch from Matt Shepherd. With interest. And he kicks it rather well, actually, although Chris Ashburn takes the quick one, and the referee says no, ball was touched in flight, so we're going to back the line out. Miles Davey goes to Mark Vine at the front, popular combination all season, and Saints get a rumble on. Not a brilliant pass, but Matt Shepherd makes the best of it. Decides to put the ball long and rolls it into touch, where Michael Stevens is unable to do much about it. Set, watch. So it would be a line out to North Petherton, just on the 22, on the range 22, which gives Sam Williams a chance to throw in one of his big second rows. That would be either Alex James Thomas or James Caulfield. Jake Caulfield, beg your pardon. Do apologise if I get the names wrong, it's not always easy knowing the opposition. In fact, he goes to number 6, Jake Ellis, who tapped it back and the ball was picked up, loose ball was collected. Oh, look at the scrum half, just tapped it forward there. Adam Coney-Bear looked up and rolled the ball forward just off his fingertips. Referee right there. Four minutes gone, no score. Often games, two sides take the first few minutes just to size each other up. Don't play their normal open fluid game until they have an idea of what's happening. I think that's probably true today. Open exchange has been very even, and in the first 4 or 5 minutes. CJ Boyce put in. Good drive there by Petherton, very good. The referee calls them up for some reason. indicating there as you mark maybe they weren't set right in the first place. So Austell will be very keen for not to have a repeat of the last scrummage, where they went backwards at probably 2 metres very quickly. That's a bit more like it. Try and hold solid. CJ Boyce to Chris Ashwin. Long pass. Shep in the line. Takes him on himself. Trying to create an overlap there. That's Mark Vine. It was Anthony Knight. It's Anthony Knight, beg your pardon. Helped out by Mark Vine, who's often there. Saints retain the ball. Harwell then brings it back. Vine again. But he doesn't go very far. He's met firmly by Sam Williams. Oh, that was a high tackle. Referee judging it was fair. Well, I think he might be playing advantage. No, he isn't. What a high tackle. He was lifted. But the referee probably quite right. He's judging that his hips didn't go above his shoulders. Matt Shepherd goes wide to Fraser Nottle, who does the one thing he does best, run. Beats the first defender, not the second, and he holds on. For the first pen of the game, referee Connolly saying, you held on too long. Dom Griffin makes 20 or 30 yards for a line out just inside Saints half. Some Saints supporters there watching as Sam Williams goes to put in. Taken by Alex Games Thomas. Forward kicking the ball there. He probably knows that's not allowed. And the consequence was Saints get the ball back, and Kelly decides if he can do it, I can do it. But it drops to the fullback, who does the sensible thing. It only goes as far as Matt Shepherd, who beats the first man, offloads. Chance for Connery Woodsy to show his paces. Scored a lovely try up at Petherton in the first game. Ball's turned over there. And well won back, I think, by Matt Taylor. Petherton have a chance to run. But I think that was Zach Morley who intercepted that. Worked very hard to get back, Zach. Ben Plummer with a kick and chase there, did well to put pressure on the fullback, and the deflection went into touch, so it will be, I think it will be a Petherton line out. So with about 12 minutes gone, still no score. Although St Austell probably 15 metres away from Petherton's line with their line out ball. No, it doesn't, I beg your pardon, the referee judged it wasn't, so Sam Williams to put in. Although it's stolen at the front, and CJ Boyce gets the ball and Sam Williams, who takes it off him. Lovely bit of mauling there, all offside. So number one, Dan Morgan says, I'll make the best of that. That's not Dan Morgan, that's Sam Billis. Adam Coney-Bear up the blind side, and his place taken at scrum half by, I think that's Jake Ellis. Hard to say from here. The referee's playing advantage. We're offside, so he's going to bring them back. I can hear the referee Connolly saying they're offside at the breakdown. No advantage coming, so it will be a penalty to Petherton, which gives a chance for Dominic Griffin to relieve the pressure. Or is that Jack? No, it's Jack Reese is going to kick fullback. Lovely kick, goes right on top of the stand. Perhaps didn't go quite as far as I thought. There'll be a line out to North Petherton on the 10-metre line, just about 3 metres inside. And so far the line outs have gone with the thrower. Sam Williams to throw. No, stolen by Anthony Knight, who throws it down to CJ Boyce, who throws it back. Adam Kello with another run. That's 3 or 4 he's had so far in the first few minutes. Sam Willis making a nuisance of himself, but he's slightly offside there. Referee talks to him. Wellen has a chance. He's got Shep inside him, but he tries to find Connery Woods, who takes off his knee, and he's still in pursuit. Maybe he says you were tackling without the ball. Excuse me. I think what happened there was fullback Jack Reese went to pick the ball up, and Connery Woods, he tackled him before he picked the ball up. So the referee gave a penalty. That hasn't. Yes, it has found touch. Nice spiralling boot there by Jack Willis. Jack Reese. Sam Williams to throw again. And once again, Mike Vine gets his hands in there. But I think that was Matt Taylor who was the very first one down on the loose ball. And gives Adam Conybeare a chance to run. But it's been stolen, and CJ Boyce does the same. Quick hands there from Shep. Lets Connery Woods have a go. He leaves the ball behind. I think it might actually, the referee's indicating it went forward off his hand. So there'll be another scrummage. There's Bert and Gary at the back there, where they normally are. So far the scrummages. Petherton had just had the edge. They had 2 very early on where they got St Austell going backwards. But since then it's been even Stevens. Zach Morley playing 7 today. Open side. Been playing very well indeed for the Sinners. Young lad came through the Colts. And he's, as you can see, he's pushing behind Brandon Hatt there, who also came through the Colts. In fact, I think most of these players have. 21 recently, Brandon. Fred. Sorry, I can't see. Fred. Adam Conybeare going back to back. Doesn't run himself. He's got close support. Goes open. Yeah, he's in. Apologies, but I've got Freddie's leaning in front and I can't quite see him. Difficult to see who that was. Looks like. Lovely try. Through the phases. I think it's number 11, Michael Stevens, for the first score of the game, which means that is St Austell 0, North Petherton 5. And Jack Reese is going to attempt to add the 2. Difficult kick, but he is left-footed, I think, from the right touchline. Not that makes much difference. I suppose it's fair to say that against the run of play, lovely move, backs forwards, 2-3 rucks, left and right, and a lovely try in the corner. Sadly, I just missed been touching down, and Jack Reese hitting the post there, so the ball stayed out. So the score remains 5-0 to North Petherton. Chris Ashwin to restart. Did it go 10? I don't think it did. Referee will bring them back for scrummage at halfway. Apologies if there's any stuttering in the feed. It's one of those things that's to do with the telephone signal. I don't think it's too bad today, but here and there, if there's a bit of stuttering, I'm doing my best to avoid it, but almost impossible. So Petherton to put in 5-0 up after about 20 minutes. Try to Michael Stevens. Saints get a bit of a shove on there. And CJ Boyce picks up, beats the first man. He's looking for support, which comes in the shape of Adam Kello at the back there. That's not Adam Kello, that's Carl Marriott, who spins wide. And Chris Ashwin decides, I'll put it down for Al Welland to chase, but he's beaten to it by Jack Reese. I think the referee's indicating the ball might have been touched in flight there, so it came off a Petherton player. That means there'll be a dropout from behind the try line. It must have been, because that's what they're doing. That's Dominic Griffin. Gives it some welly. Only goes as far as Chris Ashwin, who's looking to attack up the right hand side. Held on. Referee Conley says no, held on too long, support too far away. First man in there, which I think was Jack Coles, got over the ball, stopped the release, and Chris Ashwin had no choice to give away a penalty. Jack Reese clears.
We'll be live streaming the game exclusively in the bar here from 1 o'clock. However, there are seats available on the
So looking comfortable, their 5-0 lead. Line out, Sam Williams to put in.
and we'll provide you with all the details.
Taken there by Alex James Thomas. One-handed knockback. And Jack Coles makes the hard yards. Sam Billis had a very good game in the first game against these two sides. Ran the ball many times during the game. Mobile for a very big lad. Knock on there. by St Austell. It will be scrummage. There's young Al Cummins, who's actually one of the guys who organises the walking rugby here if you want to play that at St Austell on Friday night. It's also a long time supporter. The only problem with Al, of course, is that he's Welsh, so constant remind whenever Wales beat England, he's completely unbearable. When England beat Wales, he's completely unbearable. Sam Conway puts in, but the scrummage collapses. Referee says, "We'll do that again, please."
3 foot Rugby, it's still there, and currently the Sinners are down 21-0. About 24 minutes gone.
What's that? I think that was the PA announcing the score. The Sinners against Logan Park in their league game today, 21-0. But I'm not sure that was 2 or against the Sinners. If it's that way round, it's probably in favour of Logan Park. Adam Cunningham waits and feeds Don Griffin. Goes wide. Lovely run. Fred. Can you come back just a little bit, Tom? If you come over here, better. Sorry, I got other spectators up here with me, and we're competing for the same view. Another cracking run there by Henry Giddon, who was instrumental in the first try. Around the outside, beat 3 players. But it is a defensive scrum to St Austell inside the range 22. That's wheel, but not 90 degrees, so referee says play on. And Ben Plummer brings up the ball out of defence. Chris Ashman goes wide to Matt Shepherd, who says, "I'll let Fraser Knottle have a run and help him out." Back inside to Shepherd, who's got wheels, and I think he might go all the way, despite the attentions. He does indeed. Lovely bit of play by young Matt Shepherd there. Pass, support, all there, and now he's got the chance to add the 2 from the try. Shepherd takes the ball and he looks once again to have a run. Bumps off the first player, beats the second, and he's helped there by Anthony Knight, who, oh, what a lovely bit of set of hands from Anthony Knight. Ben Plummer's got some way to go. Fraser outside him, inside him. Fraser Knottle takes the ball and scores in the corner. What a cracker. There's Fraser Knottle, delighted with that. So a try to Matt Shepherd, try to Fraser Knottle, after a try by Michael Stevens. Score is St Austell 12, North Petherton 5. At about 7 minutes to half time. Difficult kick for Shep. He gives it some clout, and the flags go up. You always know before the flags go up, but the crowd always tell you. So they tell you that time that Shep brought his kicking boots with him, so he nudges the score on to 14 points to 5. But I think it's fair to say this game has been even, Stevens. so far. Quite different, I think, to the first game between these two sides up at Petherton, when the Oaks just couldn't get their hands on the ball. Shep calls and clears. Didn't go that far though. It will be a Petherton line out. Sam Williams has been throwing in all day. He's hit his man every time. All the line outs I think have gone with thrower. Goes to number 8, Jack Coles, who takes it beautifully. So what on earth is Sam Willis doing out there? There's Henry Glidden again. Takes the ball, takes the man, pops the ball. And Carl Marriott, I think, turned that over. He has indeed. The referee says, no, hold on. You're holding on. It wasn't Carl Marriott, it was Adam Kelly. If looks, good kill. I think one of his decisions, 6 and 2 threes can go either way. Slightly too long, referee's going to give it. And I think referees today are always looking to keep the game flowing, which means if you're tackled, you're not in the game. Dom Griffin opts to have a line out, probably 15 metres from St Austell's line. Sam Williams to throw. Oh, unlucky there. I think it was number 7, Matt Taylor, who tried to take the ball going forward. It was a planned move, but he just knocked it forward. Had he caught it, he was in. So it'll be defensive scrummage on the 15-metre line. St Austell will be looking to get this ball away quickly because they've been under pressure in the scrum. Front row there, you can see loose head, Brandon Hack, skipper Miles Davey, hooker, and Charlie Nicholson on the tight up against Sam Billis. EJ Boyce probably looking to feed Chris Ashwin, who I'm guessing at this point will be looking to clear the ball. Yes, he does. Carl Marriott does it. No, let's let Alex have a run. Al Welland pops the ball back. CJ Boyce gets man and ball and knocks it on. But I think he's indicating it came forward off the Petherton player, who was Dominic Griffin. Made the tackle, took the ball at the same time. So this time another scrum to St Austell just outside their 22. That's Carl Marriott bringing up the rear. Last one to go down. In the back row with Adam Kello and Zach Morley today. A blend of youth and experience. Good drive there from Petherton. He got the ball going forward, but not before it's picked up. But it puts pressure. And Matt Taylor there putting big pressure on CJ Boyce, unable to pick the ball up, but I think he'd managed to rescue it. Carl Marriott makes the hard yards, allows Shep to clear. No, he's not clearing, he's looking to kick for Fraser Knottle. If he takes it, he's got man with it, and Conor Woodsey has the ball and 3 men, but he beats all 3 of them and pops the ball wide to Shep, who has Fraser Knottle outside him. And oh dear me, unlucky there. Pass to Ben Plummer, couldn't take it. Had he done so, there were 2 of them with about 50 metres to go. I have to say, this is the first home game we've been at Tregorrick Park for a while now, and it's lovely to see 2 sides who want to play rugby run the ball. That's exactly what's happened almost every time they've had it. There's none of the kick it up the air and chase it stuff. It's all been great so far. Good game. I hope you agree. Once again, apologies if there's any interference to your feed, if there's a bit of stuttering in the picture. It really is just about the telephone signal. There's not a great deal I can do. So far it doesn't seem too bad. Lovely run there. John Gallagher takes on 2 men, bounces to off, but he holds on. Over the ball first was Zach Morley, as you can see, congratulated by his teammates. Well done, young man. Been playing so well for the Sinners, young Zach. I'm really not surprised. But it's fair to say, one or two people raised eyebrows that he hasn't had a few chances before this. But it's fair to say that St Austell have fairly wealth of talent in the back row. Lovely kick by young Shep. Means St Austell will have a line out. Right on North Petherton's 22. Davey throws in, hits Anthony Knight at the back, roll around. Carl Marriott chops it to Ben Plummer, and thank you very much, says Ben. Ben scored a very similar try away at North Petherton in the first game of the season in October. Very similar thing off a line out, and in that case you took it off Matt Shepherd, not Carl Marriott. That moves the score on to St Austell 19, North Petherton 5. Early try to Michael Stevens, followed by tries from Matt Shepherd, Ben Plummer and Fraser Nottle. Shep adds the 2 to make the score 21-5, with I make it about a couple of minutes to half time. And I see referee Fergus Connolly just checking his watch, so it's time for a play or 2 more. And Dominic Griffin will restart with his side 21 points to 5 down. Adam Kello gets man and ball. He's clattered. They won't bother him. Zach Morley has a run. I have to say he's played very well, young number 7. Marriott feels Charlie Nicholson, who's met, but keeps the ball. Miles Davey feeds young Shep, but he indicates there was a tackle with a man without the ball. Shep goes early, beats a couple. Anthony Knight looking to do what he did before, but the ball is pinched there, and Petherton immediately go on the attack. It's the only game they know. Adam Connie-Bear to John Gallagher, who does very well to retain it. Connie-Bear's going to go open. That's Sam Williams. First chance he's had really to show his pace. Big strong lad. Winger chips ahead, but I think it's fair to say CJ Boyce has got that. No, he hasn't got it covered. He knocks it on. The referee's right there. But it will be half time. So with end of the first half, St Austell lead 21 points to 5. Early try by Michael Stevens, I'm pretty sure, followed by tries from Matt Shepherd, Ben Plummer and Fraser Nottle. We'll be right back after this short break.
Welcome to half-time here at Tregorrick Park. First of all, we're going to do a draw. It's for members only, so if you've joined the club as a VP or a cardinal, then your name is in this card. And if you're here today, you might win a bottle of Smirnoff vodka.
Okay, ready?
Never seems to think that he's not well either.
Welcome back. Second half just about to get underway here with Dominic Griffin, I think, due to do the restart. Score at half time is St Austell 21, North Petherton 5, and North Petherton have a slight advantage of the slope in the second half. Really not much wind to speak of. Alan Kello takes it, calls loudly, supported closely by Carl Marriott, who decides I'll keep hold of it. Ball pops out, CJ Boyce picks it up. I think that was Ben Plummer rescuing that. Chris Ashwin goes to Conroy Woodsey. He was caught by Sam Billis, I never lived that down. And Zach Morley takes it back to the comfort of his own forwards. Chris Ashwin does what he likes to do, runs the ball, but there's a mistake in the midfield there, and it's still, it's Arum Scarum, and the referee's indicating, I think, that somebody knocked the ball backwards, so, no, offside from the tackle. And as I was saying in the first half, the St Austell are very keen, as are both sides, are very keen to run at every opportunity, but that does occasionally lead to mistakes. Jack Rees decides we'll have a go for the points. Long way to go in this game yet. 21-5.
So it becomes pink number 883, £215.
Just to remind you, next week we will be away. Well, I'm planning to go all the way up to Cheltenham for the away game against Petherton. So if you'd like to come to the clubhouse, the St Austell clubhouse, you can watch the game live just after the Sinners against Red Ruth game. So 2 for the price of 1, live in the bar from about 2 o'clock after the Sinners game next Saturday the 29th. He's just pulled it to the right there, Jack Rees, and you can see from his face that he's very disappointed with that. He's kicked beautifully today until then. So the score remains 21-5 to St Austell. Chris Ashwin restarts. Taken there by Sam Williams, I think it was. Sam Billis takes it up hard. Yeah, as does Jack Coles. Sam Billis did exactly the right thing. He stood still, so he wasn't offside. Oh, that's a lovely take there by Henry Glidden. One hand high in the air. He's played so well so far.
883. £215 is waiting for you.
But it will be a line out to St Austell. But there's a slight delay. I think there was a collision there somewhere because both Sam Billis and I think it could be Adam Kello. Yeah, it is Adam Kello. Are receiving tension on the pitch. Sam Billis on his feet. And so is Adam Kello. That's good news for both of them. Neither side use their bench so far in the game. Connor Perkins, Max Setter and Mitch Needham on the bench for Petherton. It's taken by Carl Marriott at the back there. And Sam Billis makes suggestions himself as he's done all day. Chris Ashwin takes it on, feeds CJ Boyce, who auditions for Strictly Come Dancing. But, and you can see there he's indicating that Sam Billis went over the ball to kill it. And St Austell have taken it quickly, got themselves in trouble. But Shep's looking to go wide and let Conroy Woodsey have a run. He's not had much chance so far. He's hot pursuit, pair of them. And he goes back as Chris Ashwin, who's going to do the same again. Rescued by Fraser Nottle. Beats the first, wasn't held, so he gets to his feet. A good bit of tackling there by Matt Taylor. Brandon Hack has a run. Chris Ashman does a long ball over the top to Conway Woods. He has another chance. Show his pace. Tops it inside to Matt Shepherd, who is going to wander round the back of the post for his second try of the game. And there is nothing at all that Jack Rees could do about it. Lovely try. Yeah, both sides have played some really good open rugby. That was a beauty. Matt Shepherd's second of the game, moves the score on to St Austell 26, North Petherton 5. And I think it's fair to say a reasonably easy conversion.
That's a bonus point. Bonus point.
Yeah, bonus point. Yeah, that's St Austell's fourth try, so that's a bonus point. They'll be pleased with that. Shep to convert his own try, his second of the game, which he duly does. That's definitely one, like the one in the first half, that Shep will want to add to his highlights reel, which gets longer and longer. Dom Griffin to restart. 28-5 the score. Oh, Carl Marriott misses the ball. That's a very rare occasion. Very rare. And he's chased down by Henry Glidden. But St Austell retain it, and Carl's due to make up for it. He pops it to Kello, who's hit very hard by Sam Billis. Nice bit of rucking. Quick hands, quick hands, quick hands. And Mark Vine finds himself on the wing. So I'm not having any of that stuff. I'll take it back inside. Skipper Miles Davey doing his usual. Takes on 4 people, beat them. And keeps the ball. Looks like referee wants to have words with Sam Billis and is it Adam Kello, who looked to me like they might have a disagreement. No, they haven't. It's all done. CJ Boyce put in. And if what's happened before is to go by, then Chris Ashman will run the ball. If he gets it. He does. And he gets it with 2 Petherton players. Manages to keep it. Carl Marriott's playing 9 instead of 8. I'll have a run, he says. Ben Plummer dinks it over the top. Taken by Fraser Nottle, who's looking to go wide, but he's caught really well there by Henry Glidden. You can hear from here players shouting, width, get the ball wide. And Conrad Woodsy has a chance once again to open his legs and show his class. Nothing original that. But the ball went forward. No, actually he went into touch before the ball was retained. So it'll be a line out, Petherton ball. Paul Petherton behind 28-5, but really from opportunities created by the Saints' backs. I think in the forwards it's fair to say that it's been even Stevens of this game. That is Anthony Knight, who's taken his leave. Had a very fine game, and he's been replaced there by Rory Jago, who's come on at 17. Charlie Nicholson, regular tight all the way through the season. Chris Ashburn gets Connery Woodsy a chance again, who just shimmies and again shows and goes. Will he get there? He does. Yes, he certainly does. The referee said, yeah, no problem with that. He was momentum, took him over the line. Despite the very best efforts of Jack Reese, he did his best he could, but full tilt, he takes some stopping. That's St Austell's fifth try. The score is 33 points to 5, with Matt Shepherd the chance to try and add 2 extras. Hasn't missed today yet. This is not an easy kick though. Right-handed kicker from the right side, probably about 5 metres in from the touchline, 6 metres in. Shep's sported his dancing shoes today. Has he got his kicking boots on? Oh, very close. And despite him shouting, come on, it didn't go over. So the score remains St Austell 33, North Petherton 5. And so despite scoring first, they find themselves in arrears. But this is not a side that gives up. The side came here to play rugby, that's what they've done. Don Griffin will restart when he gets the ball. Although I think the referee's having a chat with Jack Reese there. He might have been injured. Making a final tackle. He seems all right. Yes, he is. He's fine. There's number 1, Dan Morgan. That's the 1/3 of this considerable front row that Petherton put out today. Dan Morgan, Sam Williams and Sam Billis all played very well indeed. Carl Marriott takes the ball, looking for support, which gets in the film of Rory Jago, and Mark Vine on the burst, unable to hold on. There's Henry Glidden again, who's been probably the outstanding back for North Petherton today so far. Lovely hands there from Sam Billis. Yeah, Henry Glidden got the ball and Connery Woodsy at the same time. So St Austell will have the line out. In a situation like this, defensive line out, they tend to go to that man there, Mark Vine. The Golden Lighthouse is known locally. I think that's Jack Cole's making a real nuisance himself in the ruck there. He's got round onside and he's stolen the ball. What a lovely piece of play that was. Gives Petherton a chance to have another run. Dom Griffin shows goes, keeps the ball alive. That's number 6, Jake Ellis. Connie Bear. Oh, lovely pace, lovely hands. Very unlucky because I think Michael Stevens thought, was it Mike? No, it's Jack Reese thought he was in, but the referee brings him back for a forward pass. After all the hard work was done. So the score will remain at the moment 33-5 to St Austell. Once again, apologies, I wasn't able to bring you the commentary of the microphone of the referee today. Did try my best, but unable to do so. Somebody injured because his referee's calling on the physio. It looks like it could be one of the St Austell players. Yeah. Going across to, who is it who's squatting down there? Is it Adam Kello? No, it's Connery Woodsey. Just remind you once again, if you would like to see next week's away game away at Old Petesians and you're unable to travel, it will be streamed live in the bar from about 2 o'clock, shortly after the Sinners against Red Roof game. So we'd love you if you can join us. And if you like spending money in the bar, that's even better. Conor Woods is okay. Signed a physio with a wet sponge has done it for him. But it will be CJ Boyce to put in, and you can be absolutely certain that Dan Morgan, Sam Williams and Sam Billis will be doing their best to get Saints going backwards here. And they duly have. Lovely scrummage by More Petherton. Absolutely destroyed the front row there, but Saints keep it alive. And though Ben Plummer tries to get away, he's caught by Dom Griffin. CJ Boyce, I think he might clear from here. He certainly had a go, but it's not gone to touch. Being taken by Michael Stevens there, who goes open. That's Henry Glidden, once again showing his difficult guy to tackle. He keeps the ball alive. Oh, Sam Billis looked like he's got the hands of a centre, and those lovely hands. Put. I think it's Michael Stevens. It's really hard to say without seeing numbers. Lovely try. Second try to North Petherton today. And if it is Michael Stevens, that's the second try to him. There he is. My apologies, we got the name wrong. Lovely try. And you can chalk that one up to Sam Billis. What hands from a big prop. Out in the centre. Take and give him one movement, space for the winger to score. So Adam Conyberg's taken over the kicking duties. He's going to have a go from there at 33-10. But he scuffed that one, went well to the left. So with about halfway through the second half, about 20 or so minutes to go. Well, my watch doesn't count. The referee, Fergus Connolly's referee, is the only watch that counts. The score is St Austell 33, North Petherton 10. Game's not over yet, by some way. That's Cav Boyer's come on the left wing, I think in place of Al Welland. There must have been a substitution recently. Coney Bear kicks. Goes high. Competition there between Jack Rees and Carl Marriott. Lost by Carl Marriott, but Saints win the ball. And Chris Ashburn goes to Matt Shepherd, who dummies and goes himself. But he's very well tackled by Matt Taylor. He's had a lovely game today. He's tackled so well. That's number 12. John Gallagher unable to take it, but there will be a line out right in front of us. There's Saint skipper Miles Davey. If my money was on anything, it'd be Mark Vian. Plummer. Hugh Newt's also joined the fray. There he is. Veteran prop. Sporting a new haircut. Fraser not all. But he's very well tackled there. Saints keep the ball. Brandon Hacks caught round the ankles. Oh. Carl Marriott passed to nobody at all there. And now it's a chase. Chase is on. He took him high, you can see that. Referee says hold up. That's number 19, which I'm not sure who that is. Is it Mitch Needham? High tackle. Don't think there's any intent in that. Gives St Austell a chance to turn. Well, that was attack to defence, back to attack. Have you? Right. I never had him. Referee I'm talking about. There's the crowd's favourite, Hugh Newt. Well, two of them. Hugh Newt and Adam Kello. Two long-time servants of the club. I asked Adam the other week, how long have you been playing here? He even got matching haircuts, look at that. How long have you been playing here? He said, since I was 7, and he's now 34. I said, how long is that? He said, I don't know, I'm a forward. Adam runs a plastering business, and Hugh runs a boating business. There's Dan Morgan, hand on hip. As Matt Shepherd has a chance to clear. 2 tries to Matt today. 33-10 the score. But he doesn't find touch with that. Yes, he does. Yeah. Ball bounced just in front before it went into touch. And Jack Coles thought he had it, but he didn't. It's an awesome line out, and they're going back to the back to Kello. Shepherd steps inside, once again shows his paces. He beats 4 or 5 players, holds on, looking for support. Nobody close enough for the pass. And lovely bit of rocking there by Alex Gaines Thomas, who came. But the referee says no, carry on, penalty. And I missed it, but Chris Ashwin certainly did not. Taking the inside ball there to go under the posts for St Austell's 6th try. Take the score on to 38-10 with Shet chance to convert.
Try scored there by Chris Ashley, sponsored by M&J Navy.
Only missed 1 kick today, and he still only missed 1 kick today as young chap. 2 tries to his name. Having a chat there, one of the Petherton players, I think apologising for the high tackle earlier on, which no intent. Which reminds me, this has been an extraordinarily clean game, no hassle whatsoever. Really nice to see. So St Austell move the score on to 40 points to 10. Rory Jago takes the ball cleanly, has a run. A very powerful runner is Rory. On the bench today, but he certainly had a chance. And Connery Woodsy does what he does so well. He evades the first tackle, back to Shep, back to Connery Woodsy, and back inside to Cav Boyer, but I think the referee is bringing them back for a forward pass. You can tell from the crowd. Several appeals by the Petherton players, and it looked to me like it was forward from here. Marginal, but the referee's decision that counts. Referee Fergus Connolly's had a fine game today. He really has, and it's not just me saying that. I've got Fred Woodstead beside me, he's an assessor, nodding his head.
Gary Phillips, who won the prize today, has very kindly donated all £215 of it back to the memory of Red and the...
Just a reminder of the PA there that the game today is sponsored by River Valley Garage. And big thanks to Gary Phillips once again for his continued support for the club. It really is much appreciated. And if you need any work on your car, repay him, go back and see him. It's the only place I ever go to. It will be a scrummage with Adam Conybear put in. 40 points to 10 is the score. Quite similar to the first game actually. If Petherton can score again, it might even end up with the same score. That's rotated, says the ref. Let's do it again. After some difficulty in the scrummages in the first half, it's stayed up a little bit. I think the additional ballast of Hugh Newt probably helps. But I don't think he's first to admit he's perhaps not as quick round the park as Brandon Hack, although both of them do a cracking job. There you go, scrum doesn't move at all. And North Petherton do what they've done every single occasion. They look to move the ball, and Jack Rees has a chance to run. And unlucky there. Unlucky, I think it was Michael Stevens who just knocked on as he tried to take it above his head. So we'll come back for a scrummage. 40 points to 10 with about 7, 8, 9 minutes or so to go, maybe even less. The referee looks at his watch, so it could be less. The old Saints front row of Brandon Hack, Miles Davey and Hugh Newt is come on as replacement against Dan Morgan, Sam Williams and Sam Villis. Well, I think one of those has changed. CJ boys to put in. No, pushing early, guys. There's your mark. Do it again. Yeah, I think as I speak, I think Sam Villas has come off and's been replaced by, I'm not sure who it is. It's either Connor Perkins or Max Setter. Certainly on the loose head side there is Dan Morgan. Sam Villas might have been injured. He had a very, very fine game. There's Cab Boyer. Steps inside, pops it to Ben Plummer. And Adam Kello can't hold on, not like him. I think the sense of disappointment is palpable because he was in for a try there, was Adam. There's Adam, who plays second row, back row, but he could play 10. He's got such good hands and he can kick. And he can't believe it either. Now, if I were a betting man, I would say North Petherton, if they win this ball, they'll run it. Despite the fact they're in their own 22 and they are 30 points in arrears of Austell. 2 more replacements. I think that's John Gallagher going off. And number 6, which is Jake Ellis. Damien Griffin still on the part. I think Damien Griffin actually is the chap who scored the tries. I might have been mistaking him for number 11. That's my mistake. Both tries to Damien Griffin. He's wearing 13. Well, as it gets towards dusk here, and what little light we've had gets a little bit darker. About 5, 6 or so minutes to play by my watch, but I might be wrong. Scrummage just inside North Petherton's 22. And Coney Bear feeds Griffin. No, he doesn't. Taken on by number 8, Jack Coles, who's also had a big game today. Every chance he's had, he's been impressive, but he knocked on in the tackle there. As you can see, he got a knock on the face there. It might be he's got a bloody nose. No, he seems all right. Physio comes on. Yeah, so you're getting some attention. There he is, Jack Coles.
Another further update on that lunch on the 26th of February. There's even less seats left now. Another table of 10 has just been sold in the last 10 minutes. So I think that leaves us 3 tables only. Any takers? There'll be a couple of you here, I'm sure. So if you'd like one, please see Ian Grant.
There's Jack Coles still receiving attention. Let's hope he's okay. He looks all right below. Yeah, it maybe it looks like maybe taking him off. That's a shame. He's had a good game today. Jackie's played very well indeed. He's been probably the main ball carrier for North Petherton. Chris Ashman indicating, but the ball's turned over. Yeah, turned over very well indeed. I couldn't say who stole it, but very cleanly. And Petherton will have a chance to have a run, I'm sure they will. As that's what they've done all day. Oh, that was a stroke of luck, wasn't it? Or I'd call it that. Make it yourself. Jack Reese there on the chase. Henry Glidden's with him. And Matt Shepherd does the sensible thing, goes down on the ball, knocks it backwards. No, he knocked it forwards. Oh, hello. Henry Glidden and Al Welland. And a bit of a fracas. Referee says, come on guys. None of that today. Let's play the game. It will be a scrummage to North Petherton on St Austell's 22. Chance for them to perhaps steal another try late on. Score is 40 points, 10 to St Austell. Only a few minutes remaining. Nice clean scrummage. Picked up at the back there by Jake Ellis. Jack Rees having a disagreement with Chris Ashwin. The referee perhaps needs to speak to him on somebody. Just calm down, guys. You know, the game has been really good all day. Don't need it. Line-up wasn't formed when Miles Davey put it in, so they're going to do it again. He goes to the same place, which is Mark Vine at the front. Saints have it. And they're playing a touch of keep ball. Shep decides to have a run, and Cab Boyer puts Al Welland into space. Has he got support? Does he need support? Yes, he does. And he's got it in the shape of Miles Davey, the skipper, who's worked hard to get there. The referee says, hold on. That's a penalty. You went straight over the top. I think that was against Carl Marriott. Hard to say from here. Penalty to North Petherton. Chance for them to run again. No, I think Jack Rees will probably stick it down in the corner and will attack from down there. The ball hasn't found touch. Matt Shepherd's going to run again like he has done all day. There he goes. He's caught in midfield. Oh, knock on there by Cab Boyer, who goes chasing after it, but the ref's going to bring him back for a scrummage. Yep. There really cannot be long left in this game. It's really hard to tell. It's coming up to 4 o'clock. Started at 2:34, so it really should be over fairly soon. 1 or 2 slight delays for injury, but nothing major. Thank goodness. There's Damien Griffin, who I think is the guy who scored both of North Petherton's tries. He's only got the second one. My mistake, because really hard to tell without knowing the players personally. And sometimes in the facing the wrong way, you don't know who they are. Connie Bear to Griffin. There he is, Griffin. Shows and goes, but he's caught by Ben Plummer. Shep gets his hands on the ball, and the referee says, yes, you did. He held on. Adam Keller runs, but he wouldn't go 10 metres before he was stopped. The referee says, play on. I think he might be indicating advantage, but Saints continue. Welland again, but he's tackled very well, and then didn't let him get up again. The referee was playing advantage because there weren't 10. Matt Shepherd, who scored 2 tries today. Kicked everyone except one, and that only just missed. Ball didn't find touch, so Petherton have a chance to run again. And Jacob Jack Ellis, who used done the same. He's every chance he has, he's run with the ball. Connie Bear, Griffin, another knock on. And Miles David tries to chip and chase, but the referee's playing advantage for after the knock on didn't come. So I think he's going to have a scrummage. There is referee Fergus Connolly. I was hoping to have him on the mic today. Wasn't able to get the technology working. Lack of a cable. Sadly, he doesn't know that. Rating 2 of the starting 3, Sam Williams and Dan Morgan. Part of that considerable Petherton front row. CJ Boyce puts in. Picked up by Marriott. Feeds Boyce. Feeds Welland, who has a chance, but he's tackled beautifully by Matt Taylor there. Hugh Newt has a rumble. Chris Ashwin takes a cross-field kick, which went backwards off his boot. I think he scuffed it a little, but that's fine as long as you keep the ball. And the referee says no, that was forward. Here's number 22, Hugh Newt. Evergreen. And Brandon Hacks, of course, switched sides. He started playing at loose, ended up at tight, which makes me wonder if Charlie Nicholson perhaps had a knock or an injury. But certainly he was replaced. That's Damien Griffin again, but he's held there by Ben Plummer. No, in at the side, Adam Kello. And Jack Reese, I think, is going to put it down the line. He's going to put it up in the air, it could be one or the other. No, he goes for touch. Doesn't find it. He finds Welland instead. He does what he does all the time. He takes people on. Keeps the ball. Ryan finds himself playing first 5/8. Cab Boyer beats the first man and the second. No, he's caught in the end. By Matt Taylor, who's tackled all day, and I think that's going to be it. Last of the action. So the final score here at Tregorrick Park is St Austell 40, North Petherton 10. Thank you for joining us today. Just to remind you, if you'd like to watch next week, we will be attempting live stream from Old Petherton, which is up in Cheltenham. And if you want to watch the game, you'll have to come up to the bar at Tregorrick Park, where it'll be shown just after the Sinners against the Red Ruth game. So thanks for joining us. Final score, Austell 40, North Petherton 10. Hey Paul.
Yeah, very good, and delighted to get the win back under our belts. After 2 very difficult away games, it was good to bounce back. Particularly pleased for the boys that travelled away under a lot of pressure coming into this game. We don't want to lose any truck with the front runners, so with a bonus point win today, we got back that. Playing some very good rugby. Nice to see the ball moving. Very pleased for Brandon Hack, who had an excellent game in the front row. He's developing into a very good player. Also, great home debut for Zach Morley. Very exciting young man as well, very good player. But I think overall we can be very pleased. Recovered well from a setback, having gone 5-0 down, and then started to assert our authority on the game against a very competitive side. We had to work hard. When we took our opportunities, we took them well.
And Petherton's next week, looking forward to that?
Yes, so it'll be the first ever visit to Cheltenham for St Austell. So yeah, again, we're playing a new team, another team that's well established at level 6. So even though they're in the bottom third, they are clearly a very competitive side. So we'll have to be on our mettle. If we can apply the same approach that we had today, we can be confident that we'll perform well. And if we perform well, we might be able to take the win.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.